Kantha stitch. Kantha embroidery involves stitching, running stitches all over the design. Folk design, floral motifs, animal and bird figures, and geometrical figures are the most used designs in the Kantha embroidery. Kantha may owe its name to Kantha, the Sanskrit word for rags. It was first mentioned in the 500-year-old book Chaitanya Charimatra by Bengali poet Kiran Das. If we look into the origin of Kantha stitch, for centuries in eastern India, babies have been swaddled in soft Kantha quilts made from old clothing such as faded saris and dhotis, layered and stitched together. And when guests paid a visit, special Kantha rugs would be spread on the floor. Kantha is more than 1000 years old, dating back to the pre-Vedic times in ancient India. And although it was traditionally a utilitarian, functional style of embroidery, it also had and continues to have a unique way of portraying and celebrating life events. Kantha refers to both the style of running stitch as well as the finished cloth. And the craft was mainly practiced in East Bengal, present-day Bangladesh, and West Bengal, where thrifty women of all ages took discarded clothing, soft and worn by youths, and layered them with simple running stitches. Using thread taken from the borders of old saris, they created quilts and other useful items like bed covers and furniture covers. A finished piece of kantha usually had a slightly wrinkled and wavy appearance, because of which multiple lines of running stitches. An original kantha was double-faced with the design appearing identical on both the sides. Now let's take a quick look into the making process of Kantha embroidery. Today, the original materials are replaced by the new cotton clothes. Traditionally, the thread was collected from the old saris. That is rarely done today. When a Kantha is being made, first the saris are joined to attain a required size, and then layers are spread on the ground. Then the clothes are smoothened and no folds or creases are left in between. During the process, the cloth is kept flat on the ground with weights on the edges. Then 4 edges are stitched and 2 or 3 rows of large running stitches are done to keep the kantha together. At this stage, the kantha can be folded and stitched at leisure time. Originally, designs and motifs were not drawn on the cloth. The designs were first outlined by needle and thread, followed by focal points, and then filling motifs were done. In a kantha with a predominant central motif, the center was done first, followed by the corner designs and other details. In some types of kanthas, carpet, leg, and sujni, etc., wooden blocks were used to print the outline. The blocks are replaced today by the patterns drawn in a tracing paper. The West Bengal Khadi and Village Industry Board is working with Durgapur Sundaram Creative Welfare Society as a Khadi professional training associates in the villages of Okhandara, Labnapara, Bijhara, Jatgoria in West Bengal. Durgapur Sundaram Creative Welfare Society is having Kantha clusters in these villages, which involves around 350 women artisans. The women of these clusters get a printed sari designs in which they have to stitch according to the design using the thread. According to the work to be done on the cloth, the woman gets paid. This helps the women to be independent as they are generating income of their own. Most of the women of these villages, especially the girls above 15 years of age, are also involved, because of which they are learning the art of becoming a self-sustained. The women mostly work on the designs given on the cloth for sari. These are some of the beautiful designs which are made by the women of the Kantha clusters of the Durgapur Sundaram Creative Welfare Society. some of the beneficiaries of this program in the village of Okhandara. According to the design on the cloth, the prices is fixed and given to the woman. The effort and aim of the organizations, which is women empowerment, is achieved more or less through this program as employment is generated among women in these backward villages. The finished designs are later sold in markets and stalls.